Good morning, my name's Julie from So Unique and I've been vlogging every day throughout August, so that's finished now. So I decided I would do a weekly vlog. So this is the beginning of my weekly vlog. The vlog's going to be basically about my daily life, what I get up to, work, things that I make, cooking, baking, bread making, everything like that. And in this one I'm going to share with you something that I've made, which I've made a Halloween wreath, which I will try and get some photographs, close-up photographs of it so you can see it better, but yeah, you can't really see that. And at the end of the weekly vlog there's going to be like a little mini tutorial for this. So I hope you enjoy it and I hope you want to make one. Yeah, and all you need supply wise is some yarn and a polystyrene ring and some shapes which you can pick up from probably any supermarket or pound shop, B&M. I mean, I got mine from Morrison's last year. I think we didn't pay much for them and they've been perfect. So I hope you enjoy sharing my week. See you later. And today I've been doing a bit of sewing. I've made a sausage basically with a loop on to put my carrier bags in. I mean, I don't have supermarket shops very often now, but probably about once a month, and I end up with a load of bags. So I thought I'd better make a sausage. And that's just going to hang on the side of my bookcase in the kitchen, so it's all nice and tidy and out of the way. And also today I've made some bread. It's egg and enriched white bread, and it's a whopper. I don't think I've ever had one so big. Oops, nearly. The pan comes to about here, so that's how much bigger than the pan it was. But it looks really nice, it smells nice, the kitchen smells lovely. Can't wait to have some for breakfast tomorrow. Homemade coleslaw tonight. So I've got some shredded carrot in my bowl. Not carrot. I've got a shredded cabbage in my bowl. And I'm going to add chopped up spring onion and some carrot. I only ever make enough for one meal because it tends to release the water if you leave it sat in the fridge. I'll just give it a mix round, and then just put salt and pepper in. To mix, and then I use sour cream. And this will be enough to serve 4 of us. And if you don't like sour cream, you can just put mayonnaise in. It's just I'm not a fan of mayonnaise. And that'll go perfectly with our pizza. I'm just keeping my eye on Charlie, because if you've seen photos from yesterday, you'll have seen that open wound on his head. Well, I think he's been probably in a fight, or another cat's attacked him outside a few days ago, and he ended up with this really big lump behind his ear, probably about the size of a grape, and it just got this hole in it, but it was really hard, and it was, well, full of pus and that. And then Sunday it burst, and he was covered in horrible smelly stuff. Anyhow, yesterday he must have scratched it because he's pulled all the loose skin off his head, so he had to go to the vets. So they shaved around, that's him if you can hear him, and they shaved his part of his head, and he's got like this open wound now, and he has to stay in for a week at least. I think they would have liked him to stop in for 10 days, but there's no chance. He's an outdoor cat. He likes to eat and go out, just come and go as he pleases. So this is going to be hard keeping him in. He had a couple of injections, and he's got some Metacam, I think that's like a painkiller type of thing, and a solution to clean his wound. So he's not happy. Last night he was already grumbling with Tabby out on the landing, so it's going to be a fun week with him. Here he comes. He's going to be a bit of a miserable boy, I think, today. Trouble is as slippery as Alright, Charlie. He's as slippery as an eel. You try and pick him up and he's off. Well, today's breakfast is a slice of homemade bread and my homemade lemon curd. And then I think I'll probably take a small smoothie to work with me today. And today I'm cutting out some more Strictly bags, that's the outer. And I've got this lovely dress fabric for the inner. I've not got a lot of this fabric left, but I've probably got enough for a few more bags. So these are in my shop, and I think I've got some, I'm going to use this black for some lavender bags as well to go with it. And I've been sorting through my stash actually at home, and I have found this gorgeous pink postal fabric out. So I'm going to see what I can get out of it. I might just do the sock bag, the smaller one, see if I can get 4. So they will be going in my Etsy shop. I've also found this gorgeous hedgehog fabric. Haven't got a lot of this, I've only got a couple of pieces, so I might be looking at 2 sock bags out of it. So that'll be nice. Yeah, I think that's me for today for a little bit. And then I've got a little bit more cutting out later. And I've finished cutting out the toadstool bags, and I've decided to have the blue polka dot one for the lining and for the drawstring runner, and I managed to get 3 of them. And I've cut the hedgehog fabric out, and I've managed to get 3 bags out of that, and I've got a nice yellowy lining. It's not coming up as dark, it's a little bit pale that, but it's a little bit darker. And then I've got a nice orange to put the drawstring in, so I think that works. And I've got 3 of those, and they should all be finished and ready to go in my Etsy shop probably about 7 o'clock on Saturday evening. Good morning. Well, it's Wednesday the 4th of September, and I'm just having my cup of tea and my breakfast. Homemade bread, peanut butter and a banana today. I'll be going off to the shop shortly, and the plans for today are, I've got something to do really. As I'm on with autumn themed items at the minute, I'm just going to be sewing away today, and I've got to package up my items for the Beatrix Potter swap because they're all ready. I just need wrapping now, and then I can probably get it posted off maybe tomorrow or Thursday, so that's good. I will share what I've made a bit later on. I've got my little helper coming this afternoon. He's back at school today, so I've got him today, Thursday and Friday this week. So that's me back on my exercise routine now. Got plenty of exercise when I'm walking backwards and forwards to school. So looking forward to getting back into that. I think it's going to be hard today, first day, all that walking, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Apart from that, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, I want to make some soup later on when I get back in. I think it's because there's that bit of a nip in the air now. I want soup, and I think I'm going to make lentil soup today. Yeah, and I'm not sure. I might do pesto spaghetti as well today. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, because by the time I get home from work I might have changed my mind. But I'm definitely making soup, and I think I might have to make a cake as well. I'm just looking at my cake tin over there and it looks like it's empty, so I think there's a little bit of baking on in order for today, and I'm sure my little helper will be only too pleased to help. It's always nice when you get a little bit of post coming. Well, if you remember last week when I said I was doing those toadstool socks and I needed to order some yarn, and it said up to a fortnight before delivery. Well, it's arrived. Look at that. I've ordered this from LamingtonLass yarns. All I want really is the red and the sort of the creamy colour. Ready for my toadstool, so looking forward to actually cracking on with that, but I don't think there's going to be any knitting really until after Newark Quilt Show, which is next week, because I'm pretty busy doing things for that. So I might put this green in a stash for ready for swaps or something like that, or towards a giveaway or something in the future, because I don't actually need any dark green unless I come to knit or crochet something that needs a holly green. We shall see. But it's so soft and squishy. I can't wait to actually sit down and get on with some knitting. I'm missing knitting. Can't believe that. I'm missing it. Well, today's sewing, I'm making some rag quilted coasters. It's nice and easy and a quick project. So I've got my toadstool. I've got my maple leaf. Got some acorns. And I've got my pumpkin. So I'm just doing 2 sets of 4. I might even do a giveaway with 1 set on Saturday. So obviously by the time you're watching this it'll be Saturday. So I think I'm going to do a little giveaway on my Instagram page. So yeah, go and have a look. So if you like and subscribe to Instagram, you'll be in with a chance of winning a set of coasters. So now I need to get back to a bit of sewing because I'm not finished yet. I've just finished my coasters now. They're all snipped, all ready to go home and get washed and dried, which I'll be doing later today. I've just actually received some post, which is exciting. Not very pleased though. We must have a new poster here in Wath, because where my shop is, I'm actually in what was an old bank, and there's obviously several shops here, and usually the postie will come to the shop, deliver the post, no problem. But this one seems to be leaving the post on the stairs. Anybody could have pinched this. I mean, I've just received my exhibitor badges for next week for the Newark show, and I've also got this exciting stuff. This is my yarn from, oh my word, from Kelly at Lay Family Yarns, and it's Fab-U-Loss, all ready for Strictly, and the colours are beautiful, and it's coming up nearly true to colour. So I think as soon as I get a moment, maybe sorry, got interrupted then, not by a customer, it's only Adele. I forgot what I was saying now. Yes, this gorgeous yarn. So I will be balling this up as soon as I can this week and popping it in my Strictly bag, so I'll be all good to go. So if you're watching this, Kelly, thank you so much. The yarn is beautiful and I am so looking forward to making some socks with this. My next job today is I'm going to make a pumpkin, and I've bought a pattern from Etsy, yeah, from Retromama, and it's patchwork pumpkins, and I think there's 3 sizes on this. I've not read it yet, but I will put the link below. I've bought a couple of patterns off for now. I haven't had a chance to make them yet, but this is actually needed, so it's for one of my projects that I'll share with you on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'll let you know how I get on. As Adele popped into the shop to see me, I thought I'd take an opportunity to nip across to Tesco's, because we needed some more baskets, because we need to fill them with fat quarters ready for Newark. And I've come back with these. I've got 6 of these baskets, and they're curver, and they only cost £2. And it's a medium, so it's a good size basket. I already use curver baskets in the shop for storing fat quarters in, but this is sort of, I would say it's probably a little bit cheaper. It's a little bit more flexible than the other kind, but it's perfect for what I want it for. While I was in there, I thought I'd have a look at the candles and the air fresheners, and I got this mulled wine one with the freshener stand itself. It was only £4, so that was another bargain, I thought. And then I've been naughty. I've treated myself. I wasn't going to spend any money like, but you do. I bought some Yankee candles, pumpkin chai latte. Oh, and they smell amazing. I can't wait to put these on. So I thought what I might do is that new candle holder that I've got at home. I'd put this in the centre because it's a big jar, and I might melt these down to put into the little tea lights, but we'll see. Depends how much time I've got. And I bought a big one as well. So I'm looking forward to getting home tonight and having my candles on. It's that time of the year, I think now. It's starting to get darker earlier, and it's cosy down time, I think, now. The lentil soup turned out okay. It tastes really nice. So I'm going to make some more, probably next week. The spaghetti's cooking nicely, ready for pesto. And I've just finished making mushroom and ricotta tart. Looks really nice. These are ready now. Pesto spaghetti and mushroom and ricotta tart. Looks very nice. Can't wait to eat this. And I've finished the coasters. They've all been washed and dried. So they have ragged up, but they'll need a few more washes and then they will rag up better. The quilt seems to rag up really well, just one wash, but coasters take a few more washes, I think. So they're all ready for a giveaway, which, like I said before, I will pop on Instagram and probably let it run a week, and then we'll draw the winner out and you'll get a set of coasters. Well, it's been an evening of interruptions. Every time I try and film something, somebody comes in the kitchen. And now I've got all 3 cats in here. And obviously they all want to go outside, so you can probably hear Elsa in the background having a whine. Unfortunately, Charlie's obviously can't go out and he's not happy. But I just thought I'd say, I've got my new air freshener in the kitchen. I think that was spiced apple, and the pumpkin chai latte candles. Now they're not on, but they smell amazing. The kitchen just smells, it's autumn already, so it's lovely. I'm so glad I bought them. Good morning. It's Thursday, 5th of September. I'm at work today. Today's projects, I've got some sewing to do. I've got some bags to finish off. I've got some photographs to take. I need to package up my Beatrix Potter swap because I'd like to get that out. I'm not sure what else I'm doing today. I haven't had my cup of tea yet, so I'm not quite with it at the minute, but I think I need to go and have a cup of tea or something. But I'll see you later on. Well, I've just made myself a cup of tea. Not Yorkshire tea, I'm afraid, because in the shop I don't have a little fridge or anything to keep any milk in. But I do keep a supply of teas like this, and I like my mint tea. But this is mango and strawberry from Twinings, and it's really yummy, if you can see it. I've got a big cup and a small amount of tea, but no, at least I can start my day properly now. At least I've got a drink. Oh, that's nice. It's a bit cooler today, so I thought I'd have a drink, because my drinks machine is not being used for almost about 8 weeks now. So I've just had to spend a little bit of time cleaning it out, running some water through, because it's got a little reservoir at the bottom and it sort of stores the water there. You can't get rid of it. So I've just put water through it and boiled it and managed to get everything out of it and cleaned it all up. So we are good to go. So I'm going to be on nice teas for the rest of the day. That'll make me happy. And I thought I'd show you my Beatrix Potter swap package before I parcel it up. Well, I've made a Jemima Puddle Duck coaster, because that's what she likes, Jemima Puddle Duck. It's got Peter Rabbit on the back. I've made a little notions pouch with Jemima on, and it's got Peter Rabbit fabric in there. And I've got a set of sewing machine needles to go in, and 3 reels of thread. Because as far as I can gather, she does do a bit of sewing, but I'm not really sure what she does. And I've made a bag that you can use for, well, anything really. Makeup, I don't know if she knits or anything, but yeah. I got that panel off eBay, and then I've just got some fabric out of my stash, but it's Peter Rabbit with a pink coat on, and Peter Rabbit with butterflies on the top, and on the back there's another Peter Rabbit with balloons, and the inside is pink. So that's it. So little drawstring bag. So I'm really pleased how that's turned out. It was a case of just cutting and hoping for the best on that one. And I've got a fat quarter pack Peter Rabbit fabric to pop in, and then I'm just going to go and get some chocolate or some sweets or something to pop in, and then it can get packaged up and posted off. Hopefully I'll get that done for tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. So my work day is coming to an end soon, and I will be off on the school run to get my little helper, and then we're going to go back to our house. And I think the first thing when I get in, it'll be, can you put my tea on? And that'll be like 3:30. So I think I'll be doing that. And it's the usual seasoned roast potatoes and chicken nuggets and cucumber, and then we'll see what's for pudding. But I think I might make a cake tonight, because I think we've run out of pudding stuff. So yes, and I'm not sure what else I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing for tea tonight, so I'll have to wait till I get in. So I might see you again later. I thought I would just share with you a couple of new items that have come into the shop. One of them is an advent calendar, and it's traditional colours. It looks like it's a nutcracker, and on the other side is a panel to make a gift bag. So that looks really nice. This is the advent calendar. You can see the colours, you can see the design. There's your pocket pieces, and instructions are on the bottom of the panel, which is good. Right, this is the second one. I've got the panel upside down. Anyhow, it's the right way up now. This is the nutcracker one again, and by the looks of it, you can make 2 gift bags, which is good, because you just use your own chosen fabric for the lining. So that's your bags. Then you've got handles and tags at the bottom, and full instructions. So hopefully these will be on the website or on Etsy, I'm not sure yet. Okay, we've got another 3 panels, and the first one's a mini stocking bunting panel. Then the next one is to make a full-size stocking, which looks nice. That's a nutcracker again. And then there's an advent calendar there. Right, well, this is the advent. Nice scene, village scene, ice ring. That looks gorgeous. Pockets are down the bottom with full instructions. And the next panel is the stocking, and tags and little hangers. I mean, if it was me, I would just use, I'd get 2 stockings out of this and have a plain back or a Christmassy fabric back, which I think is good value for money then. I've done it again. I've got my panel upside down. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. The last one is the stocking advent panel, which looks really nice. Little mini stockings. And there's instructions at the top of the panel, which is good. You just need some backing fabric to go with that, and then you're good to go. In a few weeks time I'm going to have a section on my YouTube channel, it's called Shop Talk. So anything like this, the new panels that have come in, fabric, yarn, anything like that, that'll all be kept separate from the vlogs, because I know not everybody's interested in what's coming in the shop, which is fine, I don't mind that. So I just thought I'd let you know that that'll be a new segment coming shortly. Good morning, it's Friday the 6th of September. It's my day off work today, so I have got quite a few sort of jobs to do today. Not just a bit of housework. I'm collecting my little helper from school later, so I'm on the school run. So I've only got up until 2 o'clock to actually get anything done today. I've got some sewing to do. I've got a couple of tutorials to film ready for YouTube, so I'll be doing that. So in the meantime I'm going to have a nice cup of Yorkshire tea and get my breakfast, and then I'll get on to work because it's 9:30 now and I need to get cracking. So I'll see you all later. And now I'm going to show you how I made my wreath. The yarn I used is the Halloween yarn from King Cole, and it's glitz. It has got just a slight sparkle in it, but it looks really nice. And then you need a polystyrene wreath. This is a 10-inch one, and I will put links below where you can get these from. Then you need, this is down to my tension. My tension is not too tight, it's not too slack. I used a number 5mm needle and I cast on 25 stitches, and I can't tell you how many rows I've knit because everybody's tension is different, so you will probably get more or less than mine. But I haven't used half a ball yet, so I reckon I've used about 45 grams. I will double check it and weigh it later. I'll pop it on. Just make sure when you're knitting your length that it needs to just go around your wreath comfortably. You don't want to stretch it, otherwise it'll open up your stitches and then you'll see all the polystyrene, which you don't want. So when you've got your length to size, put it right sides together, and then you're going to stitch along the narrow edge. Just make sure you've got a long length of yarn. Right, so when you get to the end, your last stitch, I would just, I don't know if you can see, if you loop through it just to secure it. That's it. So now you'll end up like that with a tube. So make sure you have your seam on the inside, and then you're going to fit your ring. So your seam will be running down the centre at the back of your polystyrene ring. Right, I've just got a few pins and I'm going to secure my knitting onto the back of my wreath just to hold it in place. It just makes it a little bit easier, but if you've got any safety pins or your stitch markers, you can just use them. Don't worry if you think it looks a little bit baggy, it'll all come together nice and tidily when we've stitched. Right. There we go. So that's going to look like that. Now we're ready for stitching. So we've still got our needle attached to our work. Oops, getting the pickle. Right, so I'm just going to tuck this loose bit of thread just inside there. And now we're going to stitch all the way around. Right, that's it. So you've got your other tail there. So when you get to the end, just knot it off. Right, so that is your covered wreath. So it looks nice. So the next stage will be to decorate it. Okay, the next step is to get some kind of decorations. Now we got ours from Morrison's, one of our big supermarkets here in the UK. They were selling these bags off for, I don't know, maybe 40 pence, maybe 20 pence, I can't remember. So we got several, because we've got several sort of ideas for projects for this year. Look at that. Looking at spiders, Adele found a spider probably about that size in her room last night, and she brought it in to show me in a jar. Oh, it's horrible. I hate spiders. Ugh. Anyhow, so I've placed my decorations on the wreath. So I've pinned my skeleton in because that's the easiest way to hold him in place, and I'm going to put a nice ribbon on here which will hide that pin in the top of his head. Now when you're happy with your layout, I would just hot glue them in place. I mean, the bat, it just needs to be held in place on his body. And the the snake, just put a few bits of glue just to hold him down. If he's lifting up a bit, it's not going to matter. It's not going to be played with, it's just going to hang up on the wall. So yes, so I'm going to go and glue these, and I will be back shortly. Right, while I was looking for my glue sticks, I found a piece of lace, spiderweb lace, which is just perfect for this. So what you do is cut a piece oversize, get it pinned on the back of your wreath, just like that, and then just sort of stitch it on. Nothing fancy, just like little running stitches. Just make sure you catch the yarn with your lace while you're sewing. Make sure you've got a little bit of tension on this lace piece because you don't want it going all baggy. So you would do that all the way around. Make sure you take your pins out, secure it off, and this just adds a lovely effect. I mean, if you haven't got any, or you can't get any of this spider web lace, you could always use what is it, a bit of tulle, just a bit of ordinary lace like they do in the dance places. If your fabric shop doesn't carry this kind of lace, Halloween stuff will be coming out in the shops pretty soon, I think, and you can get we have a B&M in the UK, and it sells a bit of everything. It's sort of like a bit cheaper than anywhere else, and they have, or they did last year, they had tablecloths, spiderweb tablecloths, which that's another good idea. You could use that. Right, so I've changed my mind on what I was going to put on. So I've gone with just bats and spiders. Hope you can see that okay. There we go. So everything's hot glued on now. My skeleton's still pinned on. I'm just going to leave him pinned on. So the next stage is to find a nice ribbon to go on there. I have also made this pumpkin. It was quite easy to make, and I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's 3 sizes of pumpkin with the pattern, and this is a small one, so I'm hoping over probably next week, if I've got a chance, to make the other 2. The pattern is from Retromama. She's on Instagram and she's got an Etsy shop, and I will put the links below. But how cute is that? I can't wait to make the other 2. I think it's going to look gorgeous when they're sat on the fireplace. Okay, so there's a few changes I've made. All my plastic shapes, I've actually rubbed in some mica powders. Now this is mine. I've got several sets of these, and these are absolutely years old. I've had all these when I was paper crafting, and I've still got them. They come in for all kinds of things. All you need to do, I mean, I would do this before you actually stick your shapes to your ring. It's just while my ring was sat here, I was thinking, oh, it's looking a little bit flat, it needs something to lift it. So I decided to have a little play, and the skeleton, all I did, I've rubbed several colours of mica powder over him, and then I've got a glitter spray varnish, so I gave him a quick coat of varnish just to seal it in. But I would test any varnishes, paints, or anything that you're going to use on the plastic, just in case it melts. So all you do, I do apologise for the noise in the background, that is the bread machine that's on. Just dip your finger in your powder like that, and then just gently rub it on. It picks out all the little bits that stick up. I mean, you don't have to varnish these. I mean, it's just a decoration. It's not going to come off, but if you touch it a lot, yes, it will come off. But I think that looks a lot better. So now all I need to do is find some ribbon, and then it will be finished. And now it's time to make the bows to go on the wreath. So I've got some wide ribbon. This is 50mm wide, and I've made a black bow, and I'm just going to make an orange one now. Just going to tweak it. I always seem to do like bunny ears because they seem to come out tidier. Right, what I normally do is obviously try this on the wreath to see how it looks. And I do like that. and then I would just hot glue that on there, and then that sort of it finished. What you can do as well on the back of your wreath, if you want to get like a little ring, just a small little ring, you can just put a few stitches into the back of your knitting, and then you can hang it up on the ring if you've got like a little hook or something. That works really well. There we are, and that's your wreath. So I hope you decide to make one, and if you do, please share your ideas with me. I'd love to see them. You can either message me on Instagram, tag me in them, and it'd be lovely to see it. And this is the ball of yarn. I've actually got a ball band this time, and that is the polystyrene ring, and I will put a link below where you can find these. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I will see you again soon. And I'm going to call it a day now. I just want to remind you though about the giveaway that I'm doing on Instagram for these rag coasters. I'll draw a winner on the next vlog. Now I'm not sure when next week's vlog's going to go up, because we're at Newark Quilt Show Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and I'm not sure really when we'll have time to sort of get the editing done and post the vlog, but there will be a vlog. So yes, thank you for joining me this week. Hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you do, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again. Bye.